Hey there! Today I wanted to make a short video talking about a really common concern or question that I get from people who are interested in learning to sing, and the question is, do I need to be able to read sheet music or know anything about music theory in order to learn to sing, take singing lessons, get into music? And the short answer is no, absolutely not. If you have zero interest in learning music theory, if you had a traumatic experience with trying to learn music theory in school and you just don't want to touch it, that's totally fine. You can 100% learn music without knowing music theory. Somebody recently posted a great video from YouTube in my Secret Singers Society Facebook group about how what we call music theory is just one way of looking at and analysing music, which is based around the work of a bunch of 18th century white dudes, basically. And it is not the be-all and end-all of looking at music. When people in my work are interested in knowing a bit about music theory, or something comes up if we're talking about songwriting, it sometimes comes up. I'm happy to go to the keyboard and have a bit of a nerd out and talk about this is the fun thing around here's a new way that you can approach here's a new kind of chord, here's a new kind of scale that you can base a melody around. So I do enjoy, theory can be interesting and fun, but it's not my strong point. I did a whole Bachelor of Music at the Conservatorium and I didn't really retain a whole heap of my theory education, primarily because I don't use it all that much. As a professional performer in contemporary music, I have a gig maybe once every 1 to 3 years pop up where some sheet music reading is involved, but I am much more of an ear-based musician. I learn much better hearing something and can learn that much more quickly than seeing it on a page. Having the page there kind of adds to it. It's a useful tool to have in your tool belt, and I would like to learn some more, grok it better to better inform my writing primarily, and make more work available to me. But at the end of the day, it's not an essential even for a professional performer. And if you're just wanting to learn singing and music for the joy of it and just do it for fun for you, then absolutely you don't need to know music theory. You don't need to be able to read music. And it's, that is kind of an artificial construct that we have created, and humans have been doing music for thousands and thousands and thousands of years without writing it down on a piece of paper. So I just want you to know, if you feel that that is one of the barriers to you beginning to learn music, learn to sing, just know it's not essential. If you find it super tedious and challenging, don't worry about it. There are more fun and enjoyable ways to approach it than the ways that you may have been exposed to, I am sure, but it is not an essential, and you can absolutely learn to sing and do music without it. So I hope that this is a helpful thing to have to hear today, and if you have any questions, pop them below and I'll talk to you again soon.